the bottom right-hand part of the map, spawning as a tear in pieces, it is our green player, Quasar's Printf.
Nazgul, I spoke without speaking. Yes,
I was about to ask if
our
you
blue
muted
Protoss player here.
yourself.
Awesome. So the mic was muted, ladies and gentlemen.
Spoke without speaking.
I spoke without speaking. ZRQ is very annoyed at the notion of a macro game possibility.
Well, I'd be very surprised at that, to say the least, but it doesn't look like we have to worry about it. Nazgul has sent out a very early probe. Looks like he's just planning on doing the same basic thing, honestly. Or is he? Yep, Gateway's gone down. Except this time it's at home, so this is just an early scout to see what his opponent's race is, most likely. Gets here, sees the barracks, sees the supply depot. Does not see a refinery, though. And that's got to obviously leave him asking questions. Normally, a refinery would have gone down, actually, a couple SCVs back, in order to have enough gas for the first Reaper, but that's not happening. Instead, he's microing around this probe, keeping an eye on everything. Back home in Nazgul's base, he's picked up the assimilator. Should be throwing down a Cybernetics core any second now.
Moment.
Boop! Probe and Cybernetics core.
So, instead of Reapers, we can see a Rax push. Marines? Do you think he would fall back to the Marine tech, possibly?
That's possible, though. The thing is, there's a SCV sitting in the middle of the natural. I think that's an SCV. Yep, it's building a command center. So, no. He's actually just fast expanding. As I said, I did not expect this. This is not really what I expected to see at all. But looks like that's what Printf's going to go for here. Nazgul, on the other hand, is, well, he's chrono boosting his warp gate. It's pretty much what Printf's going to try and do here is he's going to try and get a few units out and hard counter a 4 gate, basically. This can be done with a fast expand. You just need a couple bunkers, handful of units, and a lot of repair. Got the handful of units down. Because the attack itself shouldn't hit until between 6 and 7 minutes, and it's actually a decent amount of time to prepare for that. He's already at the point where he can actually hold off a Zealot and a Stalker push.
So he did see the Zealot already rallied out at the front. So he's definitely sufficiently prepared for this. 3 Marines in the bunker.
2 gateways down. He hasn't gone up to a 4th yet. I think he might actually just be doing a 3-gate pressure into something else. Which is actually a little bit more... Nope, there's the 4th gateway.
There's the 4th. Falling back to the original plan here. Printf checking for proxy pylons on the right side of the map.
Now, a single bunker is not enough for this. If he has enough stalkers with the first and second warp ins, he actually can just shoot it down before the repairs happen. If that happens, basically the game is over. It's almost impossible to recover from that at that point. So there's an opening here. Printf said he's expecting Oracle. But nope, he's getting a 4-gate. Here comes the repair. Got a couple mules actually out here to do their work, and it's actually enough. He doesn't have anywhere near enough units to focus it down, and the repair was already in place.
He does have a Marauder out at the front too, so this is going to change the game a little bit.
Yep. Adds a little bit of DPS. There's no slow just yet.
Comes attempt number 2.
He's going to try and focus down the workers before he goes to the bunker. He's going to take a lot of damage in the process, though. Trying to micro them back, loses 2 stalkers, and he's forced to retreat yet again. Worker count's still relatively equivalent, so the economy advantage hasn't really kicked in for Printf, beyond the mules, of course, which had to be pulled earlier in order to defend, so they didn't get their full value. But...
And 3. Two zealots
Two
this time.
zealots. Two zealots at the front trying to focus on the workers. Nope, this time he's actually trying to take out the bunker, but again, without enough DPS there, it's pretty hard to manage. And now a sentry.
Not moving into anything back home, so this is all in as it gets.
Zealots now moving up here. We have trying to get into position. The sentry's a little bit too far back to actually force field. It does, and it... Oh, we might be able to take out the bunker, but the thing is there's enough of an army to actually hold that off now, so I don't think he's in that much danger.
Very close. Force field, little misclick there. That would have been...
Getting close to the point, though, where it might actually be best to just turn back home. His time is running out. As soon as Stim finishes, this is done. He will be obliterated by this army if it leaves. Running up into an attack here. The two zealots obliterate themselves as before. There's no repair in the bunker, but it doesn't matter. That's GG.
Printf swings back, takes it 3-2.